Good morning, guys. This is Feeder, and it is the morning. That is the sunlight that you are seeing in the room. That's why it's so bright in here. And I just started this without my mic plugged in, like an idiot, so obviously it's going to be a good morning right now. Not had coffee, so yeah, anyway, it's going to be grand. I did get around to casting this game 1 of VP versus EG last night. EG did lose that game. It was a pretty good game, though. I'd say that it wasn't a total stomp like some of the games that I have been casting recently, which is kind of disappointing. But this will be the second game of that best out of 3 series. So, in any case, I'm excited to see what happens. And looks like they are over to the picks and bans, so let's get in here and see what's going on. So, Keeper of the Light, first ban from EG, and now I need to remember what happened in the game I watched last night. I know it was good. I have the shortest memory, by the way. If I say something happened in the last game, take it with a grain of salt, because, yeah, I have a short memory. Oh, also, yes, it is morning, but I have a bowl of candy here, and I am going to eat it. I don't care how stupid it looks on the camera, so I'm sorry. It's really good. I'm having Skittles. Batrider ban from VP. So, Keeper of the Light ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Why is this a good ban? It's a good ban because Keeper of the Light has a lot of push. He also gives mana to his lane partner, which is just awesome for the lane partner, and for him, he can give it to himself as well, and other heroes throughout the game. So, lots of free mana. Keeper of the Light, a big deal for that. And of course, Illuminate, you all know it. Great in a team fight, lots of damage, and also good for pushing those creep waves, or for killing the creep waves to push the towers. Batrider is a excellent ban, and we see him banned pretty much everywhere these days. He is an excellent mid, a great ganker, tons of AoE with his fire, and he can fly over ledges and stuff, which is just awesome, and super fun, by the way. It's really fun to play him. You just break the rules. You don't think I can go over that ledge? I'll show you I can go over that ledge. So it's like a Force Staff, but better. And Darkseer and Wisp are going to be banned out. Darkseer by EG and Wisp by VP. And VP, I'm pretty sure it was the Chaos Knight Wisp combination. Yeah, that's what they did yesterday. That's what they did. I was trying to think of it. Like, god damn it. They did something good, and I can't remember what it was. It was Chaos Knight and Wisp, and they really just owned with that. And you really do own with that when it's going well. So anyway, they're going to ban Wisp this time. Do not want EG to run that strategy against them of Wisp basically making the carry totally have all the map presence they could ever want, and also overcharge them and make them even more powerful and scary than they already are. So the Darkseer, another pushing support hero banned. The Iron Shell, very good for push. Also, of course, great team fight, much like Hodel, with the vacuum in the wall. So similar bans from them. VP not so much. Gyrocopter is going to be picked up by EG. And when you see a gyro pick, honestly, like, that could be the carry, that could be like a number 4 support hero, or it could be like a mid, you know, ganking. So at Gyrocopter, that pick means absolutely nothing in terms of what they're going to do with him. But it's a great pick. He's that versatile, and he's that good. So he's got a great stun, and he could even be played as the carry, or he could be a support hero. So again, really versatile, and that doesn't tell VP anything. Neeks and Magnus going to be those first picks for VP, and Neeks Assassin is a hunter of Antiros. He is so good at that. He can just kind of find you on the map and destroy you, take you out. If you'd like to know the mechanics by that, if you haven't played Neeks or not really sure what he does, I have a quick video on that which you could go watch. I think it's called Neeks Abilities Tutorial or something like that. But he can basically go invisible, sneak up on you, attack you, which does tons of damage because he's coming out of his invisibility and gets bonus damage, and then stun you, and then pop his mana burn nuke on you, and then just finish killing you, and it's really bad. So anyway, That's Sneak's Assassin. Magnus, Reverse Polarity, Skewer. He moves people around a lot. He's just wicked good. And he's pretty good with Neeks too. Lots of stun there. Undying and Venomancer being picked by EG. Undying, quite popular right now, and Venomancer making an appearance here and there. Got a lot of AoE from that. They will be able to throw down the Tombstone. Venomancer, great team fight hero with the Venomous Scale, which has a huge slow and of course poison damage. His ultimate, which, you know what, I play him all the time and I don't even know what it's called. Poison Nova. Poison Nova, which does huge amounts of poison damage. Guys, if you have a Venomancer on the other team and he pops his ulti and you notice that you're glowing green, start walking away from that team fight, because it might not do so much damage right away, but you are going to be super damaged, and his ulti can't kill you, but his teammates can, so get the hell out of there if that happens to you. Just leave. I mean, obviously, you know, stick around if it's better to stick around, but most of the time leave, or at least start leaving so you can leave if you need to leave. Alright, Lifestealer going to be carrying almost 100% sure for VP. I mean, what else would you do with an Axe? And he's a pretty sweet carry. He's been played quite a bit here. He his Infest, his Rage, you know what? Do you know what really is the big deal? His magic immunity. And I'm surprised because of that we haven't seen Omni Knight who's able to give that at will. Of course it probably lasts a lot shorter. I'm not sure about the duration on that. But that Rage makes Lifestealer basically have a BKB that has the same, you know, duration all the time, and he already has it at the beginning of the game, and it's just sweet. So the Rage is a big damn deal, and of course he can infest things and open wound stuff too and let his team lifesteal on you, so he's just a really sweet hero. And once he gets out of control, it is really almost impossible to do anything about him. So good pick by VP there. And Evil Geniuses, again, could be running Gyro as their carry, or they could be waiting till the second round to pick a carry. There is no way to know from what they have right now. Bans coming out, we have a Lone Druid ban from VP, another very versatile hero. Of course, he's a great lane pusher and a great carry. So able to farm very quickly with that bear, and of course the bear is just, I don't want to say OP because everyone says that and it's not really true, but the bear just is good, right? It's a hero that when it dies, it's basically another hero when you build it with Lone Druid's crazy ass items like a Radiance and an Assault Cuirass, and you put all this stuff on the bear, and the bear is just like another hero, except when it dies, you don't die, and that's just great. At least you don't die if you have a lot of health left. Alright, anyway, they banned that, so I don't know why I'm still talking about it. They have also banned Tinker, who is an amazing pusher, a great mid, he's got a great nuke, and map presence hero. Tinker able to go back to the fountain, refresh his mana and his travel boots, and go somewhere else. So banning map presence heroes with the Wisp and the Tinker bans there. EG is banning Queen of Pain, Puck, and Storm Spirit, 3 excellent mid heroes with a lot of crazy mana hungry but awesome abilities. Puck is so good if played well, and of course he would be played well at this level. A lot of twitchiness on Puck, but you can basically walk in there and you've got this squishy little hero and you can do all your crazy stuff and not die somehow. Puck able to blink out of existence with the phase shift, and usually you want to blink dagger on him too, so you go out of existence and you're not there, and then you can blink away because the enemy team's not hitting you, so your blink dagger can refresh itself and you have escaped. You can also escape with his illusory orb and all that, but blink dagger a little more reliable, and you want to initiate usually with the illusory orb. Anyway, yeah, enough about that. Nature's Prophet, the final ban from VP, another map presence hero. They do not want EG doing this crazy thing of showing up wherever they want to show up all the time without using town ports. Nature's Prophet being banned out for that reason. And Nature's just a strong pusher too. Look at this, Tinker, Nature's, Lone Druid, all very strong pushers, and they do not want to see that push. Why? Because Venomancer is also a really strong pusher, and Gyrocopter could push too. I mean, he can melt through a creep wave fast enough that it's a pretty good push going on from that. Beastmaster getting picked up from EG, and probably going to see him in the mid. not as the carry, but maybe as like a 2 role for them. He does have the roar, which comes with the stun, is very nice. He has a little scout hawk, which everyone knows and loves, and of course the stupid little boar, but no one cares about the boar. It's the scout hawk is where it's at.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
axes, so he's pretty good at farming.
5 seconds
Good
remaining.
at clearing out those creeps and trees as well. I think that's underrated. He can cut down trees with those axes for, well, not for free. He has to use mana, but you know what I'm saying, guys. You don't have to wait for your quelling blade to come back up and all that. So, cool hero.
EG's
Rubik, another support that is super popular, and there is a lot for him to steal here. Of course, it's not all about the stealing. The telekinesis is such a good team fight ability, very positional, very good. It also comes with a stun. I think people don't rate that as highly as they should. If you are able to land the person you are lifting onto other teammates of theirs, it will stun them. And that's pretty cool. I don't know what the duration is for that. Stun duration up to 1.75 seconds, so that's really not bad. And of course the person you've lifted can't do anything while they're up in the air, so you can just beat on them, which is sweet. Of course the null field magic resistance will be very helpful for Venomancer, who has a lot of magic damage, and also the Beastmaster. So sweet pickup. And of course you can steal their abilities, which you all know, and is what makes Rubik so much fun to play. Weaver is going to be the carry, I think, for EG. Interesting choice. Of course, Weaver does some pretty sweet stuff. He has that double attack. And you know what? I'm just, let me start this out with, I've never played Weaver. Like, literally. Is that true? I might have played him once. I might have randomed him once or something like that. So, I don't really know much about Weaver. I know that he's super annoying. He goes invisible and runs really fast, so he's pretty hard to kill. He also, like, turns back time. So, if you're Weaver and you're down to almost no health, you can turn back time and you're fine again. So, it's super annoying to play against him. And of course, he shoots out those little things that attach to you and look kind of phallic, but are just little leeches or something doing damage or whatever. You know it, you've seen it happen to you. VP picking up Leshrac, that's pretty cool. A lot of push on him. All that magic damage does hit towers as well, which is pretty sweet. Very push heavy. He's push heavy, but the rest of his team is not really, so maybe they're just trying to counteract the Venomancer with that. Not really sure. Alright, let me move my portrait here so that you guys don't have that blocking anything going on. And let's take a look at who is who here. We've got TMW playing the Nyx Assassin. Santa is going to be Magnus this game. KSI on the Leshrac. We have Airman on the Nyx, and that's funny. He's not ever going to be in the air unless, well, no, Rubik's on his team. So no, he's not an airman today. NS is on the Rubik, and that rounds up VP on the Dire side. On the Radiant, we have B-Diz on the Venomancer. Jo is going to be playing Gyrocopter. We've got Fear on the Weaver. Demon is going to be playing Beastmaster. And in the back here is Malk on Undying. So, let's see how this goes. They are going to they're going to group go into this jungle. Probably going to ward up here. I hope they're going to ward up here. There we go. Sort of a defensive ward. If you wanted to be offensive about it, you might put it up here. But this is more defensive. And Magnus hiding in the woods, by the way. So it looks like they're not going to find anyone, and everyone's just going to go to their lanes peacefully. First blood will have to wait.
The battle begins.
And let's see where these heroes start lining up. I'll be surprised if Rubik stays mid. Usually we see a Magnus there, but it looks like he's going to be top for now. Of course, they could do this thing where they switch the lanes around later, which I've definitely seen happen. It looks, though, very weird strategy here by VP, or weird in the sense that just not seen very often. They've got the Nyx Assassin and the Leshrac in the bottom lane, facing Weaver, who will be soloing there. Weaver is a really good solo here, by the way, because of his escape abilities. A dual lane in the mid of Lifestealer and Rubik. Okay, that makes sense, I guess, against a Beastmaster. And then they'll be soloing Magnus in the top lane. and Gyrocopter up there, aggressive tri-lane Gyrocopter. We have Undying, who's such a great tri-lane hero, by the way, and Venomancer, who's also a pretty awesome tri-lane hero. And he's going to pull these creeps and deny that experience to Magnus. Magnus might come around and scout that out, try to pull a couple of those creeps for himself, but he probably can't do too much. Venomancer's scale, by the way, even at level 1, is just a super ganking ability. Its slow is ridiculous. It's 50% slow, and that is at level 1 as well, so very dangerous, especially early on. Makes him a really great ganker. Yeah, I mean, what more can be said? 50% slow, that's just a huge deal. Of course you have to hit it. It's not that hard to hit, but it's not targeted, so you do miss from time to time. And it looks like they're shifting here. Malk and Venomancer are going to come join Weaver, and they're going to leave Gyrocopter to solo the top lane at this point. Meeks, Assassin, and Leshrac. Probably pretty annoying heroes for that Weaver. Not sure about that.
Invisibility.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know what his abilities are called. Sorry. Germinate attack. Sorry guys, this bowl of candy is just beckoning to me. Had to take a little break there to have some. Beastmaster invisible in the mid. He's just standing here and getting EXP, by the way, and sort of watching this. Not sure why he's staying invisible. He might be waiting for Rubik to leave, or for Lifestealer to leave, and trying to take an opportunity to do something. Not sure why he stayed invis. He could have picked up a couple last hits there, maybe, or at least contested. But perhaps he's feeling a little bit not so safe in this mid lane with the Lifestealer there. They are not able to see Leshrac right now, so it's a little bit dangerous to be a Beastmaster in the mid at this moment. And there is his boar and his hawk. He has leveled up this Call of the Wild, and he'll have a little help now from his buddy, this scary little boar. It's like an extra creep or something. I don't know about the boar. I don't know how useful those things are. They're really good for vision. They're really good for scouting. I don't know how powerful they are in battle, but I'm sure they do something. Or else he wouldn't be any good. I hated playing Beastmaster, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I think I kept expecting those axes to go further than they did, and they just didn't, and that was really, really sad, because bad things happened to me. Alright, let's take a look at creep scores. I like having the creep scores up at the beginning of the game, and Lifestealer's just owning, by the way. Look at this. He's having a great time in the mid, 28 and 12, and he's just out last hitting everyone else, even Weaver. Weaver not having such a great time here in the supposed farm lane. Magnus we can expect to have a bad time. When you have a Gyrocopter and a Venomancer nearby, you just don't fuck around. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. And he will have to hang back. Of course, it looks like Leshrac and Rubik are in here, hoping perhaps to make something out of this. Of course, Venomancer spotting Leshrac. And those Plague Wards, by the way, are super useful for that. Looks like, okay, just some illusions down there. Don't want to miss the first blood. It does happen from time to time, but don't want to do that. And here we go. I barely caught it. And there's a pause. That's a really terrible time to pause. Looks like a DC from Rubik. Where is Rubik? Where are you, Rubik? He's pink. He should be green right now, though. Oh yeah, he's right here. So, that's really awkward. Magnus in trouble, by the way. Gyro does have his abilities on the cooldown, so not sure if he'll be able to do anything about this here. But he might be able to pick him off. Only 136 HP. Gyro would need to get 3 hits on him. And that's a little bit dangerous with Rubik and Leshrac here, but their abilities are on cooldown as well. So he might give it a try. We'll see. And it looks like Rubik has reconnected at this point. Whoops. Sorry about that. And they are ready to go, so let's keep an eye on Magnus here, because it is his life that is in danger at this point as the game unpauses. And yes, Gyro's gonna go for that, but he's not gonna make it, and he will have to run away. That is really too bad. Oh my god, he's like kicking himself. Magnus getting away with very little hit points. So close one, they almost traded. Of course, the first blood is definitely not worth a trade if it's not coming to you. If it is coming to you, it is totally worth a trade. Definitely trade for first blood if you think you can get it. It's a lot of money. It's like 500 gold. There's your boots right there. And a little extra for you. So totally worth it, but don't let it happen to you. Weaver and Neeks trading here. God, Weaver does a lot of damage with that double attack. And he's got this 6 extra, not sure where that's coming from. Maybe just those branches. So Lifestealer still doing awesome in the mid. Weaver has picked up, and so Gyro and Beastmaster not doing too bad with the last hits. So not totally running away with it at this point. Lifestealer. Ooh, Neek's Assassin gonna pick up this haste rune, or he's just gonna wait. He'd like to wait for his bottle, but I think he decided that he couldn't wait for too long, or he was gonna get jumped or lose the rune somehow. By the way, if you do not know this, you can deny runes by attacking them. So if you are a ranged hero and some melee hero is about to get that, or some ranged hero I guess too, they have to walk up to it to pick it up, you can destroy it. You can just attack it and it will die, just like an item. And it's totally worth doing that on a couple of occasions. I've definitely wanted to deny runes. So FYI, if you don't already know. And by the way, if you already know lots and lots about Dota and you think I'm just being stupid by saying that, go watch Toby1 or something. This is a noob cast, I'm a noob, and I expect that some people watching might not know all of this stuff, so that's why I go over it. Yeah. Of course, if I have said anything inaccurate at any point, or something stupid, and you think there is something better to be said about it, please go ahead and leave a comment. I love constructive comments. That would be absolutely fine with me. It would make me totally happy, and it would give good information to anyone watching this that doesn't know, so feel free to leave a constructive comment. I will be delighted. Also in that vein, if you enjoy any of these videos, please go ahead and like them. Just click the button and say like. It makes my day when that happens. And also, if you like them, go ahead and subscribe. I post a lot of videos. I try to post at least one a day. So go ahead and subscribe and see what I'm posting, so you can watch it if you like it. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. I don't know why you're watching this far, but that's cool. Anyway, let's take a look at the items. It's been kind of quiet for a while. In the last bloody thing that happened was the death of poor Magnus. So, let's see here. Weaver building these gloves of haste. He doesn't have boots yet, by the way. That's interesting. He does speed up a lot when he runs his escape, so perhaps that's what he's counting on. Doesn't need boots, or doesn't think he needs boots, at least not yet. Jo does have tranquil boots on. By the way, tranquil boots, really, really good. They're super cheap, and the movement speed is really, really great. I think it's 75. Yeah, 75 movement speed. So that's a pretty big deal, especially if you are chasing or running away. You will notice the difference that those tranquil boots give. Ooh, Leshrek's got his mana boots. Alright, sorry, just... Oh my god, I'm missing kills now, because I'm talking about items. Undying kills off the Neeks. Neeks may be getting a little aggressive down here. Perhaps he thought he was invisible or something, or maybe he went invisible, I'm not really sure. Weaver with the Hand of Midas, by the way. definitely going carry Weaver.
Dire's
He
top
is
tower
going for
is
that
under
cash.
attack.
That will slow down his first item, but speed up his items after that. Sorry, I'm just like watching this ult go off in the middle of nowhere, like, wow, it's a rocket thing or whatever that is called. Gyro's call down, I'm pretty sure. Call down, yeah. But it's like, oh, it's a rocket. It's not hitting anybody. That's too bad. It's really hard to hit, by the way, Gyrocopter's ultimate. It's usually best when people are at a choke point, pushing towers or fighting at towers. It's a good time to use it. Or like when they're pushing the base, it's just great because you can kind of keep them out with it.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Or
under
trap
attack.
them in if you are having a good time of things.
Radiant structures are
But
fortified.
really hard to hit just in open like that, so not surprising that he didn't get anyone with that. In any case, let's take a look here. Rubik, nothing on him really. Beastmaster looking very supporty right now with his dust and smoke. That's something, you know, smoke is, oh my god, a nice roar. And there's the tombstone, axes. He's up in the air, but it's too easy. Rubik's so squishy. And they're gonna get this tombstone for a little bit of cash, but not worth it because Rubik died. And that is too bad for Rubik. Too bad for Rubik. Lifesteal are doing really nicely on the last hitting, and he has his Hand of Midas up as well. So he and Weaver sort of competing for that, and Weaver finally has boots in his stash. Boots are good. You should buy them in Dota. I don't think there is a hero that should go around without boots. Weaver can do it for longer than most, and he really wanted to get that Hand of Midas. When I said it slows down your first item, I do not normally refer to boots, but it slowed down his boots. But he's okay with that. Getting it up as quickly as possible, make it more worth the investment, and he was able to do that while still being very survivable, so worth it. Worth it. A good idea. Don't do that in a pub game if you aren't very good. You will not be able to farm the Hand of Midas fast enough, and if you do not have boots, you will die. Dying happens a lot more often when there are not boots in the picture. Beastmaster popped the smoke there. I'm not sure why he had to back off. I think he didn't realize Rubik was there, and once he saw Rubik, he's like, I don't think so. Gyrocopter taking a lot of damage there from that shockwave. And, oh no, skewer! And he's trying to call down, but it's too late, but it will hit the enemies, and his allies might be able to make something out of this. The Shrek looking super damaged. Venomancer gonna duck out, and Undying is gonna take out the Magnus there. Venomancer getting away with a salve. He's actually gonna be back to pretty much full health, and Lifestealer's just gonna have to back off. Working on his armlet, by the way. That's what that Helm of Iron Will usually means.
Radiant's middle
The
tower
other
is under
thing you
attack.
can do with that
Dire's
is
structures are fortified.
make a Helm of the Dominator, but I don't think Lifestealer needs a Helm of the Dominator, guys. Here we go. Open wounds are down on Venomancer. Someone's porting in. It is Neek's Assassin, and Venomancer will not last the day with that happening. Rubik coming in too. He might be able to pick up the Undying. Is he in range? Or the Beastmaster? No, but the Roar is off. Nice axes! Oh my god, but he's getting stunned, and Lifestealer's just gonna eat him. A little too bold, I'm afraid. That was... Beastmaster got a really nice roar and almost got Rubik, but I think it was greedy. And his boar will die too. That's sad. And that'll give Lifestealer a little bit of room to dive this tower for the Undying, but Venomancer is back in. They've got the tower there, and these heroes, VP, will have to back off. Magnus doing something, but not sure what's been going on in these other lanes while all that action was happening. Using call down on these stacked creeps, and why not? It does a lot of damage, allows him to farm a little bit. So sure. And Weaver just continuing to farm. He does have tranquil boots as well. Such good boots. Definitely, if you've never bought tranquil boots, try it sometime. It's like infinite salves, which just rules. Oh, he's found Magnus here. And he's gonna walk away. Probably the right thing to do. Voracious Greevel, by the way, carrying the items for the Dire team. And we have a Determined Greevel carrying the Radiance items this time. EG and
Radiant's
VP
middle tower is
in
under
backwards
attack.
order of what I said. That made no sense. That's cool. Beastmaster coming to roar on Magnus. There go the axes. He's looking pretty bad, but he gets off the reverse polarity under the tower. And Neek's Assassin is in for the stun. Oh shit. Weaver got Magnus, but was killed, and now Beastmaster will be finished off by, I think, what? Leshrac finishes him off. He must have ported in to help out, but instead gets the kill. So not wasting his town port, did get a kill out of that. And Undying down in the meantime. Shit, there was stuff happening here as well. Gyro in a bit of trouble, but he's gonna get away. And Lifestealer just walking away from this. He's got his arm lit up. Whatever, he's got his treads. He doesn't care. And VP is gonna push the bottom tower as well while these heroes are down. Really not good for EG. And they are down, by the way. They did lose the last game, so they cannot afford to lose this one. Of course, this is the upper bracket, which means they do get another chance. If they lose this game, they will be in the lower bracket and get another shot to advance. Of course, this is not over yet. 6 and 8, not over yet. There is much of the game left to be seen. And I know because I saw the bar at the beginning, but also because it's just too early to decide the game. Just too early, guys. Here we go. Gonna see a nice team fight here, and Beastmaster is gonna go down, as well as, oh god, Undying and Venomancer. This is just happening quickly. Leshrac AoE looking for Weaver, but Weaver is gone. Long gone. And the little boar is still attacking. Rubik invis right now. Not anymore. He popped a ward there, which will bring him out of invis. And Lifestealer is gonna go steal their stack? Oh my god, he's stealing their stack. That is just rude. That's like in your face. This is your stack of ancients and I'm taking it. That sucks. That really sucks. See the call down, much more effective next to the tower. Although, oh shit, Gyrocopter just took a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but he took the reflected damage and the stun from Neeks' spiked carapace. That's what that does, by the way. So say you're Keeper of the Light and you're sending your ponies towards Neeks. All he has to do is pop the carapace and suddenly you'll take damage and get stunned. So be careful about that. Neeks' Assassin is super good. And that carapace is just ridiculous. Wait until it goes down before you attack him or do anything else to him at all. FYI. Alright, here we go. Looks like another team fight gonna happen out here. Magnus does get a really nice reverse polarity. The tombstone is down. The zombies are getting VP hit pretty hard. Venomancer coming right in, and Weaver is here. Tombstone is gonna be taken out. Magnus has gone down. Rubik, Leshrac is gonna try to port out. I don't think he made it. Weaver got him. Call down hitting here, and VP is getting wiped. Oh my god! Total team wipe. Total team wipe. Excellent team fight by EG there, and that was what they needed to get back in here. They can take a tower now. Looking at the towers, by the way, they have lost all of their tier 1s, and VP is still sitting on all of their towers. That will not last for long with the whole team down. They will be able to take this mid tower, but not looking good tower-wise for EG. They are getting out-pushed, for sure. Of course, that helps, and they will be able to back off with that mid tower having been taken. And the creep's still pushing forward. Of course, Rubik will take care of that pretty easily. But nice team fight there by EG. I'm tempted to rewind and watch that in slow motion, but I will not do that. I have places to be today after this, and I can't slow it down and watch it again. Crazy team fight, though. That was a good one. Take out the tombstone, by the way. Totally worth it. But while you're taking out the tombstone, know that you might be killed, and that definitely did happen. Weaver, I think working on Lincoln's. I think Lincoln's Sphere is something you want to build on the Weaver. I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. I'll be able to check that in a bit. And Lifestealer, does he have something on the courier? I feel like he must have something on the courier because he's been farming better than that. Yes, Desolator coming to the Lifestealer. And they are taking Roshan right now, because why not? They will not be spotted by a ward, by the way. They've probably checked that. Maybe not. Maybe they just don't care. They do have the rest of their team out here keeping an eye, and EG has figured out what is up at this point. Lifestealer hiding in the invisible Neek's Assassin. That's a dangerous combination, guys. That's a lot of damage when he comes out of that. Neeks does a huge amount of bonus damage, 400 bonus damage when he attacks out of this, and then Lifestealer, who I can't really click on right now. Yes, I can, but I can't see what his abilities are. I'm not sure how much damage he is doing right now when he comes out of Neeks Assassin when the infestation is over, but I know it's quite a bit. So that's a lot of sudden damage. Of course, Vendetta has run out, but it will be back up in 15 seconds or so. Vendetta has a really low cooldown. It doesn't last very long, which is why people are like, it's not that good for invisibility. But it's really just for right before you sneak up on somebody. And it has a short cooldown, so it's pretty damn good. Shrek throwing stuns around, hoping to catch somebody, and Beastmaster will cut the trees down so they can see better what's going on. Those axes, I'm telling you, this is a big deal. That's a lot of extra vision. Especially with this ward here. It's going to catch a lot more. So, good idea. Cutting those down. And they are going to destroy these wards. They're just having like a Roshan standoff right now. It's pretty ridiculous. They want to finish this. They've got him damaged. So they do not want to leave that alone for too long. And they think that they can deal with this if EG comes in for them. It's kind of a dangerous place to be. Here we go. We're going to have a team fight. And Magnus, oh my god, look at this reverse polarity. Venomancer does get his ult off, so that'll be doing a lot of damage. But look at this. EG is in big trouble. They do take out Leshrac. They do take out Lifestealer, but he has picked up the Aegis since then. So he will be coming back and just eat Gyrocopter. Oh, buybacks from Leshrac and Magnus. Oh god, he's got so little left. Magnus does finish that off. So buyback, worth it, getting that kill. And Fear will walk away, and Beastmaster will walk away as well. They did take Roshan, so in addition to the Aegis, which Lifestealer did lose, so they don't have the Aegis anymore. But beyond that, they did get gold and experience from killing Roshan, and that's a big deal. That's a pretty big deal. Let's see the... Right now, VP is winning in gold and EXP, although EG is coming back a bit. So the momentum is with EG, but the overall golden experience is with VP at the moment. I'm gonna mix those teams up at some point. EG, VP. They rhyme. It's the morning. But I don't think I've done it yet. We'll see. And I should probably stick to doing this at night, but you know, I have some time now, and this is fun. I love doing this, by the way. It's really entertaining, and it gets you watching some pro games and thinking about what's going on and how you could improve your own play. So give it a shot if you think you might enjoy it. There's a good chance you will. You can get open broadcasting software and record it and stick it on YouTube. It's super easy. And shout out to whoever made that software. It's really, really nice software. It's so easy to use. And there was a new update that actually made it even better. You can actually put elements on and off the page with a little checkbox, so you can kind of save how your page is and then add things or take things away really easily. That probably made no sense. I'm sorry. Like if I want to put Steam chat on, if I'm doing a self-cast with SWAT team or something and I want you to hear them on Steam chat, I can just click a check mark and suddenly you can hear them. So that's things like that. It's really cool. Alright, you probably care more about the Dota game, which is going on right now. Magnus! I think that was aimed at Magnus. It was aimed at somebody, but it got shot down before it could get there. And the boar is just sitting here watching what they're doing. How they're lining up. The Hawk, by the way, also doing that. Hawk's super useful for that. Look at these Venomancer Plague wards. He's just making an extra tower. He's reinforcing this tower. There's no way they can take that with all of those Plague wards up there. So they're just going to farm the jungle and maybe back off. Lifestealer still making a lot of use out of that and picking up an ultimate orb there. It's got Desolator, of course, already on him. Weaver sneaking around. He does have Lincoln's now. Lincoln's is up. And looks like an invisible Weaver will come around the back. Not invisible right now. Gyrocopter call down coming in. Rubik's gonna die first, I think. If they can get him, yep. And followed by Undying by the Magnus, taking him out. Venomancer gets off a nice ult. Weaver wants to chase down Neek's assassin, but he can't see him. Magnus, oh my god, does not manage to pour it out, but it was so close. Neek's assassin hanging around, very damaged. That is so dangerous. Oh my god. So dangerous. When's he gonna come out of that? He's gonna get away. But Leshrac is... oh my god, nice stun, nice stun. There goes Neek's assassin. He hung around, honestly, too long. Gyrocopter is down, though, so maybe not so bad. Venomancer taking a lot of damage. Leshrac has got the urn up and is thinking about coming back in here. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Trying for a stun, blind stun, but he does not get that. And Lifestealer just gonna keep farming here. Crazy game, guys. This is such a good game. EG wanting to hold onto their spot in the upper bracket. VP wanting to boot them to the lower bracket. If they can finish this game with the win, they will do just that. So, super good game so far. And Magnus gonna come join them. Looks like they're gonna have to defend this tower again, and Venomancer getting ready for that with those wards. Plague wards at level 4, by the way, they have 450 hit points and do 38 damage per hit. So they're really good. Really, really good. How's Weaver doing? Open wounds on him. Call down is coming. A lot of damage to Lifestealer, but he's not looking that bad. Leshrac has got his... oh, reverse polarity, so good. Oh my god, so good. But Jayo's gonna take a lot of damage from this Lifestealer. Can he make it? No, Weaver is gonna finish him. Beastmaster. Oh, Neek still has a lot of life, but the tombstone, the stun from Leshrac saving him, I think, but he's not gonna be able to get away in time. Look at those zombies. They're all over him. And that was the issue with that. No, oh god, you're dead, Leshrac. I don't think he can get away from this. Nice leading him into the forest and trying the stun at the choke point. Very nice play on his part, but nothing he can do with Beastmaster there to cut down the trees and kill him. Which is what happened. And VP is wiped again. A couple of team wipes here from EG. Very nice. They are getting themselves back into this game. So, exciting. And they'll push this tower here with the Weaver, I think. Let's take a look. Aghanim's Scepter coming out on the Beastmaster. Gonna make his roar even better. Jayo on the Gyrocopter does have the BKB. Weaver still hasn't got much since his Lincolns, I don't think. Not seeing much coming out on him, and I'm wondering where he's gonna go with his build at this point. Same with Lifestealer. I don't know exactly what he's planning to do with that ultimate orb. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Would you? No, you wouldn't build a Lincoln's on. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that. Honestly, I just don't know, guys. So we'll find out. Let's see. Ogre Club on Leshrac. I'm not sure. Maybe he's BKBing as well, but nothing too much going on with the items. Ghost Scepter is on the Undying. Gonna keep him safe from those right clicks. He will take extra magic damage, so not necessarily what I'd want to have against, say, a Leshrac, but very good for stopping the right clicks. So, good for Nakes. Very good against Snakes. Because Snakes doesn't do a lot of damage that isn't just straight up right-clicking you to death. So, Ghost Scepter is a really good buy against him. Gonna take their own Ancients this time, that were stolen from them before. And coming through the mid here. Candy break. Roche is not up yet. But VP moving around as a team. Gonna take some Ancients. Lifestealer Disco Lincolns. That's odd. I don't think I've seen that on Lifestealer before. It's pretty good, right? Because blocks a targeted spell, And he's got the rage, so he'll be blocking a lot of magic. Not sure what he's planning to... Maybe block the roar from the Beastmaster. Have someone to get stunned or something. The nice thing is that it's passive, so he doesn't have to actually activate it. He can get jumped and still be able to block that targeted spell. But kind of odd. Like, Lifestealer doesn't need mana. Yeah, I'm really not so sure about that Lincoln's, but our man knows what he's doing, I'm sure, so. If anyone watching this knows why Lifestealer would build a Lincoln's in this game, feel free to let me know. Leave a comment and tell me if that makes sense to you or not. It doesn't make much sense to me. Why doesn't he just build more damage if he wants damage? Or, yeah, I mean, seriously. Seriously, he has a built-in BKB with the rage. I don't know what that's all about. Just weird, damn it. Alright, gonna go back to checking out. Maybe he just was like, Weaver has one. I need to get one too. I want what Weaver has. I don't know, that's just weird. Alright, gonna switch from the creep scores to the net worth. Becoming more important as kills happen and towers are down. So once that starts to happen, creep score not so indicative of who has the most money. And in fact, it is right now Lifestealer, wherever he went. I think he also had the highest creep score, but also net worth winning. And it looks like a group attempt at a gank is coming out. We do have smoke on. We were purchasing a Desolator as well. These carries are just building the same crap as each other. Yep, looking for them in the jungle, and they're gonna find them. Here we go, team fight, here it comes. Oh god, blink right into life. Oh, that's... I'm sorry, this is just like own a nation, and it's happening so quickly. They almost got the courier too. Venomancer and Undying did not stand a chance in hell. Wow. Just wow. I think Magnus just blinked in there and reversed them, and that was it. Like, that was just over. Very nice smoke gank. But Weaver, of course, easily able to get away using his nice little escape. And they will take Roche now that those supports are down. Looking good for VP. That was a really nice engagement for them. Of course, it came with an Aegis on the other side of it. Lifestealer, not much left to do with that Hand of Midas. At some point, he should probably sell it. He could build better items, I guess, than he has right now, but he wants the Lincoln Sphere, so whatever. Fear farming and pushing top. By the way, EG has kind of come back on the towers. They do have 2 tier 1s down. There's still a tier 1 up there, but doing a bit better tower-wise. Weaver putting a good push on this top tower. Meanwhile, VP is going to push bottom tower, and they will take that really easily. As will Weaver take the top tower. So a trade of towers there. And VP is going to back off. Weaver is going to back off as well. He could be dead meat up there if a dust got off in him. But VP gonna smoke around and I think push this other tower as well. Nope, it's backdoor protected. The smoke will safely get them. Gonna cut off the Weaver. I think he smells them coming. Pretty much staying invisible all the time. Is he gonna come out of it? Oh, they're gonna get him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What he did there, by the way, is he reversed time lapse. I think it's how many seconds back is it? Warps back to 5 seconds earlier.
Dire's
So
top tower is under attack.
he reversed time and got himself out of that. That was ugly for him if he had stayed. Man, and what a short cooldown on his ultimate as well. That's really ridiculous. Ah, it's so good. It's a really cool ultimate. Alright. Enjoying the glory of Weaver. Back to seeing what's going on. Of course, Rubik is carrying the gem at this point. Interesting choice for a gem carrier. He's pretty squashy. Not that escapable. But that's what's happening. I think everyone else's item slots are full, so Rubik, entrusted with the gem, they will have to protect him a bit. Of course, it's just 700 gold. At the pro level, it's a lot less. They're able to farm that pretty quickly.
Bottom tower is under attack.
They are pushing mid and pushing hard. That tower is going to go down. EG taking down the bottom tower, and they're going to have to port back in a hurry, because here comes the push on their base tower. And we have 3 back. Fortification goes off, and VP backs off, seeing these heroes coming in here. Weaver's still trying to put a push there, but he's going to back off, knowing that VP has backed off as well. And they only have 1 tier 2 tower left, and they might be thinking it's time to defend that. Interesting point in the game, 22 to 23, and definitely 1 more tower down by VP than by EG, but this is a close game. The net worth of Lifestealer is the highest, but Weaver and Gyrocopter both have some gold on them, so pretty even game, really. This could go either way. I mean, Lifestealer is scarier to me than Weaver. Weaver can reverse time and do all that cool stuff, but Lifestealer can eat your face off, and that's scary. Penimancer Plague Wards, acting as that extra tower pretty much. That's so cool. Plague Wards are really good. Good for pushing and defending. And the cooldown is wicked short, as you can see, he's just spamming those. VP trying to get into a better position at this point. They have all their towers, their outside towers down, so they really have the advantage when it comes to creeps naturally pushing and to vision, which is a big deal.
Dire's middle tower
So they are able to see here and here for free, basically. But EG is kind of locked in their base, and they can't see what's happening outside quite as well without putting wards. And of course, putting the wards can be dangerous, so at a bit of a disadvantage at the moment. But not much of one. They are up a kill. As I said, Weaver and Gyro sort of the second best in farm, but both of them are doing reasonably okay. So could go either way. And let's see, Lifestealer coming back in for these Ancients again. He's been eating their Ancients all game. That sucks for them. Magnus gonna go ahead and empower him for some cleave damage. When you see those little blue circles on Lifestealer, that means he is cleaving, thanks to Magnus. And I believe getting bonus damage, or bonus damage as well. So Empower, if Magnus wasn't good enough with the reverse polarity, the shockwave, and the skewer, he also gives cleave and bonus damage to himself or someone on his team. What the hell? That hero is so good. Gotta learn to play Magnus better. Like, all of his abilities rock, and he's pretty tanky too. Not a lot of downsides to Magnus. Good hero. EG is just waiting at this point. I feel like they've kind of given up. They're just waiting for, they have not. What they're waiting to do is, at this point in the game, they're a little bit down. They're a little bit behind. Both in, well, Weaver's catching up in farm, let's note. Let's note that, and Weaver with a Hyperstone now. So he's going to be doing that double attack with a Hyperstone. That's a lot of damage going to be coming out from that Weaver. They're thinking about Roche maybe. But what EG is really waiting for, and they're keeping their creeps pushed back, and they're waiting for VP to go ahead and try to push. And when they do that, they're hoping to come out the victors and finish pushing up towards their base. In the meantime, Lifestealer is continuing to get farm at a very fast rate, and he's got a Monkey King bar on him now, Aegis being down, and that is scary. So I think Weaver does some stuff where he's like hard to hit or something. Is that true? Maybe not. Never mind. I must be thinking of Faceless or some other crazy stuff. Of course, any hero with a butterfly is hard to hit, but if you just build a Monkey King bar, you will not miss. And Lifestealer will not be missing today. And of course, extra damage. Look how much damage he's doing, by the way. That's just stupid. So much damage. Of course, he's armlet toggling, and that's giving him more, but damn. That's a lot of damage. And Weaver's doing a lot less. So Weaver doing a little over 200, and Lifestealer's doing like 300. Of course, 400. He's just doing a lot. He's doing over 400 damage when he's has his armlet on, and when he's empowered. So it's just godly. That's really terrible. EG coming out. They cannot sit in their base anymore. Going to go for this, and they are smoked right now. Here we go, Weaver finding and just destroying Leshrac in the jungle, but not able to catch up with the rest of the team. So the rest of VP hanging out in their secret shop. Not a spot you usually see a team go, but it's kind of nice. You're right next to the tower, you're on the high ground, and you have vision of what's going on down there, especially since they have this lovely ward right here. And EG doing the same thing, waiting up on the hill. Just waiting for them to come out. Of course, that's giving Leshrac time to respawn. But Weaver here putting some damage on the tower. So a little bit of a standoff here. Fighting for this mid tower. Usually we see standoffs like this for Roshan, but EG cannot afford to wait in their base anymore. They need to come out, they need to be able to get farm, they need to get kills, and they need to take towers. So here they are, kind of waiting. Unfortunately, Leshrac is back now, and I think they're going to have to back off. They just can't be too aggressive at this point, with no tier 2 towers left to keep that base safe. And Neek's tried his best, but Weaver does have that Lincoln Sphere blocking that mana burn. Pretty sure that's what he was doing. He was either Impale or Mana Burn, and I'm not sure which one. Probably Impale. You know what? It wasn't the Mana Burn. I'm sure it was the Impale. But in any case, that is targeted as well. I wonder if you cast it not at the person, will that not block it? I should try that in a lobby. For sure, because that would be really good to know. Blocking it again. Very nice. And this tower taking a lot of hits from this boar. Look at that thing. It's deniable now, though. Deny your tower, guys. Deny, deny, deny. Deny the tower. They're scared to deny it because they know Weaver's nearby. And if they put a hit on it, he'll just be able to do the same. Although really, he could just put a hit on it and it might go down. Yes! Weaver destroys the tower, he turns back time, and he gets safely back into the jungle. But of course, the structure he destroyed stays. Of course, the creeps, look at this, are pushing their base tower at this point. Not good for the base tower. So, okay, well, that's how it is at this point. And VP thinking about Roshan, maybe. But there's the Venomancer ward. You've been seen. And EG right here. They want a team fight. They need a good team fight. Both teams just need a good team fight. Whoever gets it is going to be able to push the base of the other. For VP, that means advancing in the winner's bracket. For EG, that means getting another game out of it. So if VP wins, this series is over. Best of 3 would get, they'd have 2 wins and this would be over. And if EG wins, we will see another game for determining the victor.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And there goes the last tier 2 tower. So here we are, we're down to the bases. And this ward gonna scout them here. Dangerous game that EG is playing. We are doing the Roshan dance right now. This happens every game, seriously, every game. There's a little dance around Roshan as the teams try to get into a better position. Weaver, dangerous, but of course he does have his little time reverse. And there's their courier. There's the courier. Ooh, that courier's in trouble. That courier's in big trouble. But someone's gonna micro it to safety. Weaver's gonna follow it. Can he find it? Someone is doing really good micro on that courier. And hiding it up there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Courier's worth a lot of money, by the way. And the whole team gets a share. So you do not want your courier to die. And it looks like EG has to go back to push back the creeps here. Which might give VP an opening. And they're gonna smoke in. Of course, once they get there, this Plague Ward will spot them out. And Beastmaster is waiting nearby. They do not see EG. And the Plague Ward runs out and they will come out of that smoke. Here we go. Of course, EG has a pretty good idea what's going on at this point. As soon as that Plague Ward runs out, they know what is happening. And they will smoke in at this point. Roshan is going down really fast. He will go down, and there's the cheese just sitting there. Tombstone coming out for Milk. It's gonna get killed really quickly. And Lifestealer is just coming after them. Gyrocopter will get his call down on him. And Leshrac taking a lot of damage for putting out massive AoE. Magnus, I think that was Magnus reverse polarity. Yes, it was. Magnus hugely poisoned by Venomancer. And same with Gyro are going to get polished off by Lifestealer, who is now chasing Venomancer. And other people have been killing people somewhere else. And I'm sorry. I think Weaver has been getting some kills elsewhere. Well, I was focused on the action here. And here back comes Lifestealer. He's going to infest the boar. And he's going to pop out of the boar. Look at him go. He's going to take out Beastmaster. Oh, your rage is worn off. And it's Weaver versus Lifestealer, but Lifestealer coming out on top there. Of course, the supports are in, and he's going to have to leave. Weaver, barely alive. Venomancer, barely alive, will port out. But good match for EG. Or not match, but fight. Good team fight. Good matchup. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's not noon yet. I'm not supposed to be awake. And Weaver has an Assault Cuirass up on him at this point. I haven't checked Lifestealer's items in a while. I feel like he is almost maxed, although he has to sell his hand in Midas carrying a gem. And why is he carrying a gem when he's the carry? Because he is going to be the one that's alive, and Weaver is their carry. Oh, never mind. He was going to be the one alive. Weaver was the carry, and he needs to see that. Or he might have just picked it up. Magnus with the refresher, by the way. Super good on Magnus. Reverse polarity is so ridiculous in a team fight, and that refresher looks really good on him. He looks fine with that refresher orb. Santa on the Magnus. I love that name, Santa. He brings you presents. Mostly involving death, but it's good. They are still rocking the Hand of Midas. Lifestealer has since sold his. Should get rid of it pretty soon. Needs one more good item. And the Hand of Midas is an awesome item, but it stops being useful at the end of the game once you don't need it to get more items. He stuns the Hawk! Oh, that was cruel. Impale going on the Hawk. I'm not sure how that would work. Isn't the Hawk up in the air? That looks like those spikes are coming out of the earth. Maybe they go really, really high. That's the only explanation. Magnus going in on the Weaver, who's just going to go invis, but the gem is on him. Will he have time to get his ulti off? No! Weaver is going to go down, and that is a big problem for EG. And Lifestealer is coming in here, infesting, coming back out. He just wants to kill things. Magnus is super poisoned, by the way. That Poison Nova. This is the Poison Nova effect I was talking about. Look at that. He's almost dead. And luckily they have an urn so they can get him back up to full health. But seriously, that Venomancer Poison Nova, back the hell up if you get poisoned. Because you are going to lose a lot of hit points. Stun off on Undying, but nothing much is going to happen there. Gyrocopter sending out a homing missile, but it's too late for this tower. Tower is down. First base tower has been taken, and Lifestealer's going for this Rax. He is doing so much damage, guys. So much damage. And he's just going to eat everything at this point. Reverse polarity. Nicely done. And Lifestealer cleaning up. Magnus is actually getting the kills here. Whoa, that's a weird name. Alright, I'm just gonna keep watching this. Weaver has to buy back. I mean, there are a lot of damaged heroes here. They are all almost dead. And EG's base is getting torn to pieces right now. So first Lifestealer able to lifesteal his way back up. And here comes Weaver. I think he should have gone straight in for this before bothering with the... Oh no! Oh, Weaver. Weaver, no. Okay, this looks like GG, guys. Team wipe. EG has been wiped out and VP is currently wrecking their base. Like, seriously wrecking their base right now. And a Basher on Lifestealer, so... a little extra stun from your friend Lifestealer while he's eating you. And not sure why they're bothering with these other Raxes. Maybe they think EG is going to come back in and try to defend. I don't think that's really possible at this point. Venomancer comes in there and just dies. He does get off a Poison Nova, but you know, Rubik is like down to 1 hit point at this point. I can't click on him. Why can't I click on him? Okay, that was frustrating. Anyway, he actually dies, by the way, because of that. That wasn't very bright hanging around, but I mean they're wrecking their base, they're done. And Lifestealer is just walking around in here like he owns the place. He is gonna get stunned. Oh, Lifestealer, you're gonna die! Lifestealer! Magnus getting off the reverse polarity, skewers them out of the fountain. What are you doing? He just walks into the fountain to skewer them out and kills himself. Basically just kills himself. But Lifestealer is buyback. Catapults are going on this Ancient. Mega Creeps are walking in, and at this point, like, this is GG. Their base looks fine. Look at this. Lifestealer purchased Abyssal Blade. Yeah. This is ugly. Abyssal Blade, plus 100 damage, 10 strength, and, oh wait, chance to bash, and a stun of 2 seconds that goes through BKB. It's over, guys. It's just over. Go kill their Ancient. It's dead. EG, Hail Mary, desperation, you know, push right here, but seriously, it's not gonna happen. You're just not able to compete with that Lifestealer. Lifestealer being played by Airman today. And getting stunning support from his teammates. And look at this, the Ancient is just getting pushed. Beastmaster was able to take care of it for a little while, but Undying has to come in and help. It's like, no, just can't do anything. Venomancer are gonna die here. He'll get off a really nice Nova and hit 4 heroes, but it doesn't matter because there's no one around to finish them off. Leshrac is there, but he's pretty much food at this point for Lifestealer. He does have the Ghost Scepter, so he can, you know, blink into the ghost form. It's not really a blink. He can turn into a ghost and... Wait, I'm sorry. What? Why did I think he was on... Need pause. That's a joke. Why did I think he was on EG? I don't know. I'm crazy. 5 minutes. They're just joshing around now. For lols. It's pretty cute. Wait, really? No. Yeah, obviously they're kidding. Holy Master's like, what is going on here? Unpause report. They're just joshing around at this point. Both teams know it's over. The Ancient's almost dead. It's over. Here comes the big team fight. Virtus Pro killing lots of stuff, and the Ancient will die. So good game. Both teams still in this tournament. EG gonna be popped down into the lower bracket. VP continuing on to the next round, and I do not know who they're playing yet. I don't think it's been decided, and that's why. Of course, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game. Sorry for being loopy. Definitely early in the morning here, but I hope you enjoyed it. In any case, looking at the final items, Gyrocopter, by the way, built up a lot, and I wasn't focusing very much on him. I should have been keeping an eye on that. Mask of Madness on Gyrocopter. weird item on him. Not seeing that a lot, but hey, maybe it could work. And he did have a butterfly, which explains the Monkey King bar on Lifestealer. And I would have known if I had looked at that. And Yasha, he was building all kinds of cool stuff. So lots of items, lots of really good items actually on these teams by the end of the game. So good game. Anyway, good game. Good game, EG versus VP. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. This has been Feeder.